Hey guys, it's been a long time coming and I haven't done an update in a while, so I figured today was a good day to do it. I got a few changes in the system. I guess first of all I'll let you have a little look around as I'm talking here. But a few things. It doesn't look like it on the video, but the lights are actually going into night mode, so sunset or whatever, even though it looks so bright on the video. So some things are closing up, but anyhow, what we've had a lot of growth on my SPS colony up here. That's normally open huge, but like I said, it's evening. I've probably picked a bad time to do this, but I've been so busy, it's been hard to get a chance really to get to it. So I've pulled a few anemones out of the tank. Unfortunately, my beautiful hammer got stung. I had that torch coral kind of sitting over here a little bit too close, and it had stung it the way it was aimed. I've actually turned it since, but anyhow, so that sucks right in the middle of it. Flower pot from the other tank didn't make it. Whatever. You know what? That happens. I'm not going to stress over a few things that don't make it time to time. Anemone all closed up there. I've brought my Duncan corals back to this tank. They had moved into the frag tank for a while, so they're quite happy. The mushrooms down there, nuclear green or whatever, they're doing quite well. I've actually taken a couple heads, thrown them in the frag tank. So I moved some of the metallic GSP into here just for fun. There's carpet anemone way up on top there. I don't know if you guys can really see it. Just looking around, everything's doing, for the most part, pretty well. I was getting a little algae, so I just got some Roaphos from reefsupplies.ca. So unfortunately, I had gotten brown everywhere in my tank. I don't know, you guys can barely see it. I've pretty well cleaned it all up now, but it was a mess. But I did want to share with you guys the big news, which is up here. I switched over and I got myself some new lights here. What are these? The Razors. So I wanted the the Radions. Sorry, I had to think there for a second. I wanted the Radions, but honestly, they're pretty expensive at like, $600-700 a piece. So I got these ones instead, and they seem to give really nice light. My PFO Aquatics, they were good. There's nothing wrong with them, but this has a little more blue to it, which I kind of like. Makes the coral coloration a little nicer to look at. So that's that, and still have the problem power head blowing the sand away on this section. So that's something maybe when I get a new tank I can address. I bought last week, for no real reason at all other than just planning for the future, I bought 140 pounds of dry live rock. So it's really dead rock, but whatever. Some really nice pieces. So I was really excited about that because I do plan on a bigger tank eventually. And we are, we're just gonna, my old lady's been waiting, that way we can change the carpet. We can't change the carpet till this is out of the way. So now let's, we'll move down to the sump, and I'm gonna kind of do a sump update too. I'll move my dirty sock. That's what happens when you add Roaphos. Your socks get filled with it. So I've just got it running in a Fosban reactor. It's just barely churning in there, which is what it wants. Bio pellets, skimmer doing its skimming. And then down in here, this is the Home Depot light. Anyone that saw the Home Depot light review, I just want to point out, see all the coralline algae on the glass. So if it'll grow coralline algae, it'll grow coral. So anyone that was looking, that's whatever, a 5000K or so daylight light, and it does quite well. And as a matter of fact, I actually had a frag there, an SPS frag, that had fallen to the floor and got, basically it was stuck under a rock and I didn't notice it anyway. Part of it is still alive, just on the tip. And so I threw it in there to see what happens. Not only that, I threw in an enemy in the corner. I'm trying to find him a new home. I want to get rid of it. But so far that frag's actually been in there for, I don't know, maybe a week or so, and it's still kicking okay. So I was just kind of curious what would happen with it under this light. Obviously the macroalgae are doing quite well. Get a little cyanano, I think, since from adding the Rowaphos or something. I don't know what's caused it. Nothing serious though, just a little bit right there. Yeah, it's a crazy amount of coralline on the glass. So it's that light. You could, I'm pretty confident in it, you could use it on an aquarium. Then, yeah, I don't know. Why I always got to make the videos at the wrong time. I wait until things are closing up to start recording, it seems. That plate coral, doing fantastic. Growing quite nicely. A little bit of a green one on top there. Same thing, it's growing. It's got a little bit of cyanano on the top, I don't know why. This was going to be my zoo garden until an anemone had moved in and wiped out some of my zoos. So that kind of sucked. Same with up top. I've got the Sunny D's, which I pulled. There was a frag plug full of them, and I moved that. Get out of the way, man. Really? I pulled that out of the way. Because what happened was the anemones were up there. That's why that anemone's in the sump. Was actually, he was from up here. And I'm trying to get rid of these other ones. I just want to get down to like 2. That's it. That's all I need in here is 2. And that'll be good. That's the Sunny D frag there that was getting stung. I don't know if it's going to be alright or not. I'm hoping so. Because I really like Sunny D's. That GSP, I love it. I got to work on getting some onto the other side because there's not enough coloration on the living room side. And just kind of give you guys a nice look around. The plate coral you're looking at right there, see if I can zoom in, right there is, I had actually bought, the day I bought my aquarium, I bought that out in Milton, and it was blue. It was a really, really nice blue plate coral. Let's move over to the other side towards it. Like those ones too. Bad lighting right now, but this had actually been a really nice blue, and I put it into my tank and it had turned into a really, really dark green, which actually was okay though, but it didn't ever do much. But lately it's been really on a growth spurt, so really happy. It's plating out, as you can see, and I've actually broken a few pieces off too. So that's cool. Another anemone, another anemone. They're all over the place in here. I love these guys. These guys are always so bright and happy. And these Duncans, I think, are getting a little too much wind there, so I gotta look into moving them. And my pulsing Xenia is not in a good pulsing mood right now. It's all shriveled up, but it's probably just because the lights are dimming. I can see that this Montipora and that SPS, whatever it is, they're having a slight battle. So I should probably step in and be of some assistance. Whereas these two get along just fine. They don't seem to sting each other. They've morphed together and they're okay with that. So it's kind of weird how some corals will fight and some get along so well. My golden torch doesn't look that golden torchy from on the video really, but it's nice in person. Yeah, that's pretty much the update, guys. I don't know what else to say. I've just been doing my water changes, and my calcium is good. DKH was a little low, or KH, whatever, so I've just done a few more water changes. I went and bought a new phosphate test, also from reefsupplies.ca, and they are, so that's because I was at 0.1, which for some people would say is not that big of a deal, other people would say it is. And I want to show you guys here if I can find, I got my little bag of stuff. Seaweed. Here we go. This is a pack of seaweed I bought. I don't know where the package is anyway. I bought it from that reefsupplies.ca place, and these guys love it. So I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to get some out and I'll show you the fish eating it. Okay, there we go. Now I've got the package for it. So it's Ocean Nutrition Seaweed Select, and it's with garlic. And this stuff actually smells good enough to eat. I'm not joking. When I opened it, I was like, wow, that smells good. I dropped it on the floor. So let's see if we can get the fish over here to eat it. And once they realize what it is, it normally doesn't take them. Oh, he took the whole damn piece. You bastard. Come on, I got more. I can't believe he did that. Guess I just wasn't holding it well enough. Big Blue will normally come over and grab some, but he may be trying to work on that piece blowing around at the bottom. And the blue chromies, they're normally pretty good for coming to get it. Now he's got the other one, and he'll swim around with it and try to eat that whole piece all to himself. So let's work on these guys, see if they'll come on for some more. Nah, they're all busy with that one. They're like, why would we eat out of your hand if we can get it right here? But anyways, you can see that they go nuts for it. They love it. The garlic's really attractive to them for it. And I'll tell you a little story there for people that are actually still watching after like almost 12 minutes. Big Blue Tang had jumped into my overflow and had got stuck in there for like a week, and because I couldn't figure out how to get him out. There's just no access. It's very, very small. You can barely get your hand in there with the pipe. And I ended up, ultimately I had to jam, I doubt this will show now, I can't show you anyways. I had to jam another clear pipe down in there to block one side of the pipe, and in there with cooking tongs, like barbecue tongs, and I finally got him out. He wasn't happy, and like I was worried I was going to kill him because the tongs kept slipping off of him, and I just pictured them like ripping his scales off or something. But he made it. He was okay. He hid for a day or so, and he wasn't happy. Right, buddy? And he's still a bastard picking at corals. That's what he does. But, alright guys, well I guess that's about 13 minutes, so it's probably a long enough update video. Probably already lost some of the people. But I really like this. I forget what it's called now, but anyway, in real life it's actually, it doesn't pick it up right here, but it's a really nice purple with lime green polyps. And I had fragged some of it. I've got some in my frag tank, which I need to do an update on as well. But I've got some in there that's growing quite nicely. And Miami Vice and that really, really bright green SPS. I love it. I want that to grow out some more. I have some on the other side, but it's not quite as green as that one for some reason. Maybe just too much flow, not enough flow, who knows. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'd appreciate a like and subscribe. And if you're not here on the Living Room Reef channel, be sure to check out Living Room Reef and maybe consider subscribing to that channel. Thanks for watching, guys.